Hi, my name is Mike Lawrence. This video is one of a set which is intended to provide a different interpretation of the experimental results that constitute the foundation of current physics. It is clear that the present explanation for what we see in the universe is good in many ways, but it is missing an overall coherence. My view is that we need to look at physics with new eyes and consider an interpretation that explains most things well, even if it does question just about everything. I do not disagree with any experimental results, only the interpretation of those results. And I do not say that the hypothesis that I'll be talking about in these videos is the theory of everything, and that everything I suggest is correct, but it is a start. Each video in the set will cover an aspect of physics. The whole set needs to be understood together in combination, because many aspects rely on each other, and any one taken on its own may not be convincing to those relying on the current interpretations, some of whom may actually be offended by the hypothesis. There will be links in the videos to other videos in the set that cover closely related or overlapping aspects. Within the boxes in the videos are representations of the motions of the particles and their composites, which I will be explaining more fully. I'm happy to answer questions where I can, perhaps providing links to where a deeper mathematical analysis shows why I say what I do, since equations and graphs do not make good videos, and will post replies where appropriate on Twitter. I hope you enjoy the videos and they enable you to better appreciate the absolute symmetry and simplicity of nature. But please remember, I'm not an experienced presenter, and although I state everything as if it were correct, this is only a hypothesis. This is video number 28. What is a massive black hole made from? Massive black holes might seem to act against the expected features of entropy in that loops falling into such a massive black hole will be broken into chains, losing individual properties to the black hole. However, the properties of the meons that form the loops will be retained. The loop will have lost its rotational frequency, meaning its mass and spin energies, to the black hole as it approached, and the loop was stretched until it broke. A large black hole is really a chain star, where its volume is generally made up of chains that have no temperature, since that is a property of the rotational rate and thus the energy of loops. The only thing that can be said about homogeneity in black holes is that all the chains within the holes have zero total energy, as do all systems anyway, so the universe is already homogeneous at the most basic level. At the most extreme level, even if massive black holes can break loops into chains, chains into unmerged pairs, and, as they must do for certain loops to be formed, force unmerged pairs to swap partners, black holes cannot break the meons apart, since they are the densest particles possible. So physics does not break down anywhere. There are no singularities. Without significant numbers of meon loops, which are quanta of gravity, inside a black hole, quantum mechanics cannot be said to exist within it. Quantum mechanics requires loops in order to build tunnels that enable those loops to move without viscosity, and its non-local actions to work, so time, in our loop-based system, cannot be said to exist in black holes either. Chains can escape from black holes by forming extremely high-frequency loops and anti-loops that become photons whose rotational planes are parallel to the local black hole surface. The photons travel perpendicularly to the black hole local surface, but lose energy as they escape, leaving only low-frequency photons observable. Escaping photons could be of any number of meon pairs, so will be a mixture of normal and dark matter, but with a preference for the smaller pair numbers, driving the transformation of normal 3-pair matter into dark 2-pair matter photons over time. A black hole is thus a symmetry sieve, in that it takes in loops of any type of symmetry and emits only symmetric photons. If a black hole is rotating, it will be easier for chains to form loops and photons, with a bias towards forming these parallel to the black hole's axis of rotation. This may explain the large energy emission beams from some black holes. Related videos will be 1. The basic underlying structure of the universe, and 2. What happens when zero mass black holes emerge. Thank you for watching.